All right, Jenny, I played the role of Eric kind of low-key because he's very confident, and he doesn't have to be loud. Loudness is just loudness, it's not power, and he knows what he wants and how to get it, so he doesn't have to raise his voice. That's why he's very focused, and plus I believe in that kind of acting in general. I think gestures, if you like too much gestures or too much loudness will just dilute the part the way water does good wine. And one thing that people sometimes people think that Eric is they want him to be the bad guy, or like, oh, so you're the evil vampire, and I don't think so. I don't think that's the case. I think it's more complicated than that. I don't. In general, I don't believe in good versus evil. I think people are more complicated than that. So, yeah, Jenny, Eric was born 1,000 years ago in Sweden. He was a Viking back then, and obviously, when I was doing research, I was, there's a lot to play around with, and it's kind of fun as an actor there's a lot of opportunities. He's been around for a millennium, so first we were kind of talking about having a strong Scandinavian accent, but I didn't want to go that way because I believe that since he's been around for so long, he probably speaks 15, 20 languages fluently. So he's a bit of an entrepreneur. He's been around the world, and I believe that he's been in Louisiana for quite a while, running different sorts of operations and businesses, but he definitely has lots of experience. Well, Jenny, Alan is an amazing human being. He's very creative and super intelligent. And one thing that's great about this project is, we're working on this project, is that he's so dedicated. He loves it so much, and you would think that that's always the case when you work with people, but it really isn't. Sometimes when people are in the business for other reasons or work on specific projects for other reasons. But Alan he loves this project so much and all the characters. So he's so devoted, and he's very, very hands-on. He's always around on set or not far away, so you can always talk to him and ask him about stuff. So it's been a fun first season, yeah. Yeah, Mike, I think I do. I believe that I'm always myself in a way when I act, and I believe that you have to. It has to be born inside of you as an actor, and I think that you, as a human being, you have all the elements of different characteristics, good and bad. So it's just a question of finding those and then finding those and tuning them, and also finding a level of what kind of circumstances you play and what your objectives are. That's what's different about it. So yeah, my answer is yeah. I basically play myself on the show, and there are certain things that are easy that I don't have to dig hard to find in myself. Like he's very stubborn, Eric, and I'm quite stubborn as well. And then there are other things that you have to search harder to find. But you always I could never play anything that I can't find within myself. No, Micah, I did not hesitate at all. I'm Scandinavian, goddammit. Like, we love to be naked. It's yeah. Actually, it was kind of liberating because I've worked on movies and stuff before where people come with contracts, 20 pages of like, you can show this nipple from this angle, but not that one, and 2 seconds of. I did not grow up in that kind of movie climate, and it's quite different in Sweden. So if I don't mind it at all. Nudity is great. Yeah, Mike, it's been fun. It's been we're having a lot of fun working on True Blood. It's the cast is great. We're lots of night shoots. It feels like summer camp sometimes because it's a good group of people. Some weird moments, like the first time we used fangs was quite difficult. Because you're obviously supposed to be very, like when you show your fangs, it's a moment of, you're supposed to be pretty menacing at that point, but it's hard because you can't really speak with those. It takes some time to practice that. So you don't really sound cool when you put them in and you go like, oh, I'm gonna kill you. And my favorite scene was probably when we shot the tribunal, because it felt like I was in a Michael Jackson video or something, and that was fun. All right, Charlotte. I think the reason that it's happening right now might be because over the last decade, there's been tons of zombie movies out there, and maybe people are ready for something more sophisticated. And I also, I think it has to do with, people are fascinated. It's immortality and dangerous attraction, fatal attraction, and I think that those are topics that scare people and but also attracts them. Um, yeah, Shal. I guess it's kind of like People's Magazine and that kind of thing, and yeah, it's kind of complicated because, of course, it's flattering, and but the downside is, yeah, there's when the first time it happened, I suddenly I got all these scripts where you play the hunk, the good-looking guy, the love interest, and I was very I wanted to. It's important for me not to be typecast or to end up making, playing the same character over and over again. So that was a bit of a problem a couple of years ago in Sweden, or 7-8 years ago, I would say. But I made sure that I turned those jobs down and found projects that were more character driven, I guess, and to show that I could play other things than just like the love interest or